What is up, YouTube? Back for another quick video on the 04 Cobra. Today we're going to be fixing a small issue under the hood. Alright guys, so as you know, I finally had gotten the Cobra back and I've been able to drive it now. The rear diff was replaced and is not leaking anymore. So we've been taking the car out. I brought it to a car show last week and I had noticed that at partial throttle to 75% or so, it seems to be hesitating or lagging a slight bit. And it almost seems like it's kind of breaking up, or it's having a hard time getting all of the power delivered, but it's not throwing any type of check engine light. It's not actually misfiring or sputtering or anything like that. So I had done some research and I figured we'll have to do some trial and error. And first off, we're going to start with the throttle position sensor. So I pulled the plugs and checked them. They seem okay. So my reserve plan will be to replace the spark plugs and the coil packs because they can have similar issues and tend to fail as well. And they are the original coil packs to the car. But for now, we're going to go over replacing the throttle position sensor. So I went to local Napa, found their replacement part is 219093, and it pretty much looks identical to the factory one that we have. So you can see here I had removed the stock one already, and I'll show you where it's located for anyone who's never done it before. It's going to be right on the side of your throttle body. So it's held in with just 2 bolts here. As far as removing it goes and reinstalling it, you'll see it doesn't line up perfectly even. So actually what you have to do is move it counterclockwise a little bit to line up that tab there. Then you're going to rock it forward clockwise, and then you'll be able to remove the 2 bolts or to install the 2 bolts. So it's just one harness, and I actually had that thing backwards. So it faces this way. Again, here you'll see it won't fully seat if you don't rock it back counterclockwise first. So there you can see now it's seated. You rock it forward and you'll be able to put the bolts in or remove it. So we're going to install this new one and we're going to take it for a spin and we'll see how she feels. Set on the passenger side to start breaking it down. We removed the intake, which is just held on with the 2 clamps. Wound up unplugging your intake air temp sensor, which is underneath, your mass airflow sensor, which sits right here, and disconnect your 1 vacuum line, and it gives you full access to the passenger side coil cover. So we removed that coil cover with 2 bolts. Now we're going to pop out all of our coil packs, remove the plugs, and do the same on the driver's side.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted.
right, so all the spark plugs were gapped to 0.028. They were installed. The new coils are on. Everything is back together. Everything's polished up. So now let's just start her up, take her for a spin, see how she is. All right, so we're in second gear, 2200 RPMs. We'll give it some partial throttle after we pass this. All right, well, that was 100% better. We'll let it wind down again. All right, 1750, give it half throttle. Well, I'd say that's an improvement. Now we'll try third gear. We'll do third gear and very light throttle. All right, we're at 1800. About 20% throttle. Well, Mr. Jim Jr. from JDM, looks like you were right. Coil packs and plugs did the trick. Guys, so there you have it. Fortunately, the coil packs worked. You can see that she is running good now. She sounds so much better. The throttle is so much smoother. There is no lag. There is no hesitation, no sputtering, no breaking up. It is nice and smooth. It feels like it is back to full power, and now it is enjoyable and fun to drive. So hopefully this video helps anybody. Again, to reiterate, I was having a problem with the throttle breaking up between 2,500 to 3,000 RPMs under a partial load, and I was not throwing any type of check engine light. So it goes to show you that you can have intermittent issues or coil packs that are in the midst of failing and there is no check engine light. And obviously that was my problem because you can see how much better it's running now. So hopefully this helps some of you guys out, and thanks for watching. Let me know what you think.